I really don't know. But yeah, the slow on the rifles, that's just dumb. The Primal Eye is the most superior primary rifle right now for sniper because it doesn't have the slow, and it's a big difference, and you can feel it. It makes the gunplay 100 times better. To me, the slows are stupid, and if you're gonna do it, it's gotta be way less than what it is now. 5% would still be detrimental. What do you call it? 4%. I mean, 10% would suck even more. But I would think somewhere between 5 to 10% in the range between there would be more reasonable. Like 8 and 8. If you still want to put that slow really bad, I think that would be okay. But 33, that's just stupid. That makes no sense. It makes no sense. Chain guns, their health has been brought down a little to 35. Their charges is still high. Their range is still a pittance. But yeah, it is what it is. When people are playing chain gun and saying, "Oh, taking away speed is not fair," that's not the issue. It's just that chain guns, if a person's playing sniper or playing something long range against you, that's always been the counter to this chain gun. It's range. Range is its only true counter. If you're not playing range against a chain gun, you ain't playing it right. You're setting yourself up for a loss. The only thing that seems to work is if a chain gun's not spin up, a caretaker or a Borson used to be able to beat it. A Borson right now is the worst gun in the game by far. And for some stupid reason, some goofball thumbs down that the Borson stuff. You literally take the Borson. The Borson has a perk in its infusion. Heal for 600 after you empty your clip. If your clip has 8, you can barely empty the clip in 3 to 4 seconds. It's that slow. It takes forever to empty your clip. So I literally got killed by bots before I could empty my clip. Yeah, I wrote that feedback. I went through the feedback about all the weapons. I wrote about the facade already. I'm just I don't get the slow. Either give it something like mortal wounds or critical, or give it nothing, but I don't see why it needed a slow. I wrote about the Borson that it has to be brought down to either 0.4 or 0.5, and I think 0.5 is still too much, but 0.4 at least. They should have just swapped the Borson and the caretaker. Both one went from 0.4 to 0.3. One went from 0.4 to 0.3. The other one went from 0.3 to 0.7. Why not just make it go to 0.4? How did they even test this 0.7? Did they test it and see if they were able to actually beat anything with that? It's unusable. I literally wrote it's unusable, and some goofball literally thumbs that down. Everyone who tries it can't do anything with it. No one can. I used to prefer the Borson over the freaking caretaker. The caretaker is like a boss. The Borson's like a piece of crap. On paper, the Borson looked like it should have been the gun that received the better buff. In reality, no. It shoots as slow as Art Mandrel, but the Art Mandrel is still deadly compared to this thing. Because the Art Mandrel's shooting times 10 and only has 4 shots. This thing has 8 shots and you can barely get them out. And it's the primary. It's horrible. The worst I've ever seen. And then the final ranking is these feel great. The damage boost and the range boost is fantastic. These feel freaking awesome. These two guns hide behind structures and make people pay. They're really good. Or use range on people and just be dropping bombs all over them. they're fantastic. I gotta play Cold Infusion a little bit more to figure out where it stands. And I gotta play the Brighton. I played it. It's okay. Like, it's like middle of the road to me. It didn't get any better. It didn't get any worse. The only thing about the Brighton I've always had an issue with is the infusion. It's trash. Because to me, cool infusions for number one, instead of this nonsensical explosion, if they're gonna make this explosion gonna happen, the damage should be somewhere between 300 to 325. It has to be that, if that's what you're gonna keep. Because this 100 stuff is stupid. And then at level 4, it's doing 600. Because 150 is nonsense. It does nothing. You might as well not put it there because that's how ineffectual it is. The other thing I'm thinking is mark people with a flame that if they're on fire and you shoot them, your allies shoot them or you hit them, they take more damage. Like it's a damage amplifier because so here's how I explain it. The heat is reducing their armor, so they take more damage. And you mark them just the same way all of the other ones mark them, but you do it with like a fire with a broken shield. That would be one. The other one I was thinking is if you mark them, it reduces their ability to. You could either not a slow. You reduce their damage. You apply weakness to them. Because if you've ever been around somewhere where it's really, really hot, it like drains and saps your energy and your strength. So my two ways I think they could give it a better infusion than this trash is either armor reduction, so a person takes more damage when they're marked, or what do you call it? Damage reduction. When the flame is hitting people, they do less damage to you or all of your allies or anything they're hitting. To me, those two, using the concept of fire and creating an infusion that's actually impactful, that would make sense. Because this sucks. It's one of the worst infusions in the game. And I wasted my time getting this thing to level 3 because I thought I was going to get a pool of fire that I had for 3 days. It would be a bit more support, but it also works to the Vanguard's benefit. I'm in the front, and I'm hitting the people with the flame. Now all of them can hit us less hard, or all of them can basically now take more damage. Pick your poison. Either, what would be funny is if level 1 reduced their armor and level 4 reduced their damage. That would be freaking awesome because you get both. But it's one is a higher level one. Or you just pick if it's going to be damage reduction or armor reduction, and you just make it greater on the higher level. But either one of those are better than this. This is nonsense. I am literally telling you it does nothing. It's no better than not having it. At least, like I said, when you had the Pool of Fire, the Pool of Fire was interesting because it dropped the Pool of Fire after the 18th tick of the flames came out. After the 18th shot came out, I could hold the 18th shot. And it doesn't matter if it reloaded either. I could hold my 18th shot. So I could run around, drop the 18th shot in an area, create a pool of fire there. If people are following me or people are funneling in through a choke point, I drop the pool of fire there, and then I drop flame on that. That's how I was using the pool of fire. No, I could hold the pool. It's the same pool, yes, but I could hold it. I could fire 17 shots or 17 bursts of flame, hold the 18th one, run around the map, using my heavy, doing everything else, and then I can pick where I wanted to drop the 18th shot. I could hold it and drop it whenever I wanted. And I was doing that. That's why I thought, like, oh my god, it's amazing. I get the Arrival, I have this, I get Primal Fire, I play Sunder, And then when the pyrophoric mandate comes out, oh my God, flames everywhere. But no, they changed it to this thing, which is absolutely useless. So like I said, it feels so bad to have wasted all of my time getting this infusion for the infusion to be taken away in less than 3 days, and then he gave you this as its replacement. Something so weak that it's not worth infusing. It's not worth it. I would prefer they just flip it back and give people their damage and their reload speed, and then put this thing at level 3 and level 5 because it's crap. It's really, really bad. It's that weak. So I don't know. But yeah, it plays like hot garbage. It's so bad. It's one of the worst infusions in the game. Like, I don't even know what the point of it is. That's another thing. It's the same problem I have using the Warborn Amulet. The fact that it does exactly what Sadism does, but it doesn't give you any effect. And it's one of the very few items that has no effect with it. And it doesn't make sense. Like, you gotta sit down and look at your health bar and see if it's coming up, instead of having either green pluses flying over you or that green healing effect that happens whenever you're getting healed, which is what it should have with a sound effect. But no, I don't understand it. I've been asking for that for like at least 8 patches. At least. I've been saying, can they add an effect to the Warborn Amulet? Can they add an effect to the Warborn Amulet? Same thing with Belt of Phasing. Why not put that little gold shield every time I roll? Same thing with the Empathy Banner. Why not put the little gold shield every time I roll? Why not? Why not everything that provides shield creates a little gold bubble around it for however long it lasts? Because that's what a shield is. That little gold bubble. Catalytic Shield does it. Shield does it. Every time Torten gives you a shield, it does it. Why not just do that? When the Guardians give you the shield, do it there too. So everybody can visually tell that they've been given a shield and not have to look at their health bar or see their health bar has been altered. Just show me the gold bubble. That's it. Super easy. And it's consistent. Instead of some show it and some don't. So it's a bit weird.